The auto industry is undergoing a major transformation due to the rapid expansion of electric automobiles, EVs. This transition has major implications for auto suppliers who formerly made ICE car components. The rise of EVs brings new opportunities and challenges for suppliers that can adapt. This video will discuss the primary drivers of this transformation, their implications on traditional car parts suppliers, the EV industry, and worldwide automotive supply chains. The rise of electric vehicles and the decline of internal combustion engines. Electric vehicles, EVs, have replaced internal combustion engine ICE-powered cars in the automotive industry throughout the last 10 years. Environmental concerns, regulatory demands, battery technology breakthroughs, and customer preferences for cleaner and more energy-efficient modes of transportation are all factors driving this shift. Governments all around the globe have implemented laws and incentives to encourage the use of EVs. Some have even established deadlines for the complete phase out of the sale of new internal combustion engine cars. Electric vehicles, EVs, unlike their ICE counterparts, do not run on combustion. Rather, they are driven by electric motors that use high-capacity battery packs for electricity, a decrease in the complexity of the components. The intricacy of each vehicle's engine is one of the most obvious distinctions between ICE and EVs. Pistons, cylinders, crankshafts, camshafts, exhaust systems, and fuel injectors are just a few of the hundreds of components that make up internal combustion engines. Specialized manufacturing techniques, including casting, machining, and assembly, are needed for each of these parts. An ICE vehicle's manufacturing is thus time-consuming, requires specialized equipment, and includes several vendors providing different components. On the other hand, EVs have a lot fewer moving components. Parts like exhaust systems, camshafts, cylinders, and pistons are not required. A few essential parts, such as the electric motor, battery pack, power electronics, and related wiring systems, make up the powertrain's decreased complexity. Because of this, there is less need for conventional ICE parts, and suppliers that were previously focused on making these parts now have to adjust to the changing demands of EV manufacture. Electric vehicles still have certain parts that are more straightforward and efficient. For instance, compared to conventional engine components, rotor hubs and magnets used in EV motors need fewer manufacturing processes and are simpler. The impact on conventional vendors is significant. What obstacles must conventional suppliers overcome in order to switch from ICE to EV-specific components? For traditional automotive suppliers, many of whom have been heavily involved in the manufacturing of ICE-specific components, the transition from ICE to EVs has important ramifications. The drop in demand for components like fuel injectors, transmissions, and exhaust systems seriously threatens these suppliers' business models. A significant reorganization is taking place in the automotive parts sector, and many businesses are forced to choose between expanding their product lines or going out of business. Conventional suppliers will find it difficult to stay competitive if they can't shift their focus to EV-specific components. Businesses that formerly manufactured intricate engine components are now compelled to broaden their product lines by looking into producing batteries, electric motors, power electronics, and other parts related to electric vehicles. In order to retool their manufacturing lines and create the technologies required to meet the demands of the electric car industry, suppliers are often making significant investments in research and development R&D. Several conventional suppliers have taken on the challenge by developing their own electric vehicle technology or partnering with EV manufacturers. Others have looked into new business opportunities such as autonomous car technology, or have increased the range of products they sell to include hybrid vehicle components. Prospects for the production of EV components. For adaptable suppliers, the shift to electric cars presents both thrilling prospects and difficulties. The growing EV industry has raised the need for new parts and technology dramatically. The forecast growth of the global market for electric vehicle parts and components, which is anticipated to increase from $183.61 billion in 2023 to $214.08 billion in 2024, demonstrates the strong momentum in the EV sector. For suppliers who can position themselves as significant players in the EV supply chain, this growth will be beneficial. We see a significant increase in demand for certain EV components, such as high-performance batteries, electric drivetrains, and power electronics. Since battery packs are one of an EV's most important parts, several manufacturers are focusing on their development and production. As the speed and range of EVs increase, more sophisticated battery technologies will be required. Because of this, vendors will be able to produce next-generation battery systems, such as solid-state batteries, which are expected to have faster charging times and better energy densities. EVs also need electric motors, which provide a significant growth opportunity for businesses that specialize in motor design, manufacturing, and efficiency improvement. Additionally, producers of power electronics, which regulate the flow of electrical energy between the battery and the motor, stand to benefit from the growing popularity of EVs. Logistics and supply chain restructuring. The supply chain must undergo substantial modifications as the automotive sector shifts to electric vehicles. The manufacture of EVs involves different kinds of raw materials, manufacturing methods, and logistical systems compared to ICE cars. For example, the manufacture of EV batteries depends greatly on the availability of essential raw materials such as lithium, cobalt, and nickel. Since many of these metals are mainly sourced from places like China, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Australia, the global supply chain for these materials is intricate and vulnerable to geopolitical risks. Furthermore, the EV supply chain needs to transition to just-in-time and bulk-metered delivery methods. In order to guarantee efficient production, traditional automotive manufacturing frequently uses highly sequenced deliveries, with parts coming to the assembly line in a specific order. But as EVs have become more popular, getting components has become more complicated, and suppliers now need to adjust to new delivery methods that can handle more parts at once. Many suppliers now place a high priority on supply chain resilience, and it's becoming more and more crucial to invest in cutting-edge technologies like blockchain and artificial intelligence AI to enhance logistics and inventory control, investing in innovations and new technologies. To stay competitive in the developing automotive industry, suppliers are progressively investing in new technologies and ideas specific to EV production. This includes breakthroughs in battery technology, electric motors, power electronics, and lightweight materials. These technologies will play a major role in the automobile industry's future, and vendors who can provide novel solutions will have a major competitive edge. In addition to technology, software developments also play a vital role in the EV industry. Autonomous driving and connected car technology are revolutionizing the manufacturing and construction of automobiles. Conclusion: the automobile industry has undergone a radical change with a switch from internal combustion engines to electric cars. This change offers both possibilities and problems for conventional auto parts vendors. Many suppliers have been compelled to reconsider their business strategies as a result of the decrease in demand for ICE-specific components and the reduction in component complexity. However, vendors that can adjust to the shifting market stand to gain a tremendous deal from the rising demand for EV components like batteries, electric motors, and power electronics. For suppliers hoping to prosper in the EV age, supply chain reorganization, technological investment, and adherence to regulations are essential. Ready for more awesome content? To stay up to date, please like this post, share it with your network, and subscribe. Your support sustains our efforts.